Assalamu alaikum and good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to discuss a new topic, that is 4.2 cellular structures and functions. As the name is indicating, we will discuss about the structures that are related to our cells, fine, that are present in the living bodies, and further we will discuss about their functions too. Remember that these are not the organelles but are these called as cellular structures. The four major cellular structures discussed in this topic is cell wall, cell membrane, cytoplasm and cytoskeleton. The first one we are going to study in detail is cell wall. As you already know, you have read in the previous classes about the cell wall, but in detail we are going to discuss it today. Cell wall. As you know, we know there are animal cells and plant cell, but the major difference between these two cells is the presence and absence of cell wall. If the cell wall is present, it must be a plant cell. If the cell wall is present, it is called as plant cell. If it is absent, it is called as animal cell. Now, this cell wall is a non-living and strong component of cell. Fine. Cell wall is a non-living and strong component of cell that is actually covering the inside membrane, that is plasma or cell membrane. Fine. It covers the inside membrane. What is the functioning of this cell wall? It provides shape, strength, protection and support to the inner living matter. For that instance, you can look at the diagram. As you can see, this is the cell wall, the outer layer, non-living hoti hai ye, and it is protecting the inner plasma. It is protecting the inner plasma. What it is doing? It is providing the strength, shape and protection support to the inner living matter. Furthermore, plant cells have a variety of chemicals in their cell walls. The outer layer of plant cell wall is known as primary wall. What it is called as primary wall, and it has what inside it? Which chemical is present in primary wall? If you get any MCQs, which chemical is present in the primary wall of the plant cells? It is cellulose. Always remember, it is cellulose. Then some of the plants have, or sometimes they have secondary walls on the inner side of the primary wall. First the primary wall and inside is the secondary wall, and then comes the plasma membrane. If we talk about the secondary walls, it is much thicker and contains lignin. Which component? Lignin. Lignin is a chemical. Fine. If we talk about the primary wall, it has cellulose. If we talk about secondary walls, it has lignin. Fine. Furthermore, look at the diagram. As you can see, there are some pores in the cells of cell wall. सेल वॉल के अंदर कुछ एडजेसेंट सेल्स के अंदर पोर्स मौजूद होते हैं थ्रू विच द साइटोप्लाज्म ऑफ द सेल इज कनेक्टेड. Fine. And these pores are called as plasmodesmata. What it is called as? Plasmodesmata. The definition is written over here. The prokaryotes have a cell wall composed of peptide. Look over here. The cell walls of adjacent cells to which their cytoplasm is connected, these pores are called as plasmodesmata. The term is plasmodesmata. Then fungi and many protists also have cell walls, but they do not contain cellulose. If we talk about the cell wall of fungi and protists, they have cell wall, but their cell wall doesn't contain cellulose. But what is in it? They have a chemical called as chitin. What is it? Chitin. Chitin is present in fungi, and if we talk about peptidoglycan, it means it is prokaryotes. Prokaryotes have a cell wall composed of peptidoglycan, that is a complex of amino acids and sugar. There are many short questions and MCQs arises from this topic. First of all, you should know the structure of cell wall. It is a non-living, strong component and provides shape, strength, protection, support to the inner matter. Fine. Then there may be primary wall and there may be secondary. If we talk about primary, which chemical is present? Cellulose. If we talk about the secondary walls, it must have the lignin in it. Fine. Then comes the term plasma. What is plasmodesmata? These are the pores present in the cell walls, and they are a linkage for the cytoplasm, and these are called as plasmodesmata. Then fungi. What chemical is present in the fungi cell wall? It is chitin. And prokaryotes. What prokaryote cell wall have? They have peptidoglycan. This is a chemical. If we talk what is peptidoglycan or what it is made up of, always remember it is a complex of amino acids and sugars. The next cellular structure is cell membrane. As you know, it is present in all living organisms, even in the plants, even in the animals. Fine. And this is a thin, elastic. What type of it is? It is a thin elastic covering the cytoplasm. Fine. And what its function is, it acts as a semi-permeable barrier. It allows some of the molecules to pass, to diffuse and to move out, and doesn't allow some of the molecules. What it is actually helping out is, it is actually maintaining the internal composition of cell. Fine. It is maintaining the internal composition of cell. Okay, fine. Chemical analysis reveals that cell membrane is mainly composed of proteins and lipids. What is the chemical composition of cell membrane? It has two things, proteins and lipids. Fine. And somehow small quantities of carbohydrates are also attached to it. Then comes a model that actually well explains this cell membrane structure, and this model is called as fluid mosaic model. What is it? Fluid mosaic model. What this model says, or what is the developments according to it? There is a lipid bilayer. Bilayer means having two layers in which the protein molecules are embedded. As you can see, look here. These are the lipids. These pink one colors, as you can see, these are the lipids, and inside lipids there are proteins embedded in it. Embedded mean they are stick to it, attached to it, inside it. Fine. The lipid bilayer gives fluidity, elasticity to membrane. Small amounts of carbohydrates are also present. These are joined with proteins and lipids of membrane. In eukaryotics, the two nucleus cells, cholesterol is also present in it. Actually, what this membrane is doing, they are helping to maintain the internal composition of cell. Fine. This is the fluid mosaic model, and what the question is, they will write a note on cell membrane or explain about the fluid mosaic model. Then you have to draw the diagram too. Okay, thank you.